Hello, everybody. It's Daniel here, and welcome to Emotional English Podcast. Another day, another podcast episode, and I'm ready to start, guys. Today, I have prepared another great topic. So we haven't been speaking for a long time about quotes, about greatest quotes, what we have nowadays, and one of my favorite philosophers, Aristotle, he is an amazing philosopher. He got beautiful books. And today I want to discuss some great phrases, some great statements from Aristotle. And I want to discuss each statement, each quote with you guys and revise some piece of knowledge out of it. So I will read the quote, and then we will describe the meaning of each quote, and then we'll try to see some correlation, right? So to see some similarity with our own life. So I want to see as more similarities as I can to explain the quote deeply. My most important rule about English learning is not the speed of the English learning, is the quality and the deepness of learning. So when you discuss something, the topic about money, for example, the idea is not to finish the topic as soon as possible, ASAP, but to finish the topic gradually with a full understanding what money is and with revision of some great vocabulary and with an opportunity to come back and revise the knowledge and learn even more. So that's my kind of rule. And that's what I do with my students every single time when I do have my lessons. And some people say like, hey, how much time do I need to improve my level, right? And that's a very deep question. It depends on your own personality. It depends on your qualities, right? If you are a unique person and not the person like I am, my brain activity is kind of weak, I would say, and I cannot memorize any, let's say, poem or, just a good poetry is not made for myself. I cannot memorize words immediately. So, for me, my knowledge process is quite long, right? I need to consume information a lot. So, and I win this game with an amount of the information. So if I do want to learn something, I try to repeat and repeat and repeat until I can naturally use it, until I can taste the word, the vocab, or taste the new storyline or an example or the idiom, right? Doesn't matter. I want to learn the language with a full understanding what I'm saying and how to use the word in all different situations. So officially in our English community, it's called EFL approach, right? And I am the teacher who is promoting EFL approach. EFL, it's like English as a first language approach. So when you learn the language without using Russian, without using your native language, so you're just trying to improve your knowledge by revising and just interpreting the knowledge rules and situations and vocabulary with the same language, right? With the same language you're learning, but in a more simplified version. So if I want to learn the word gradually, I just need to remember the word step by step. If I already know what is step by step, I can explain the word gradually very simply, right? Because I know that if I learn English every day, I do it step by step. Or gradually, right? It means the same thing. So you just go and do it step by step without a rush, right? Without a rush. So, and today I want to do the same, but with our quotes. And I will connect these quotes with our life. So let's begin, shall we? The first quote is about wisdom. And to start this quote, I want to describe you what is wisdom. Imagine an experience, right? Positive experience, negative experience, right? You can imagine it right now, right? And now imagine the knowledge, right? The knowledge is the text or information which you've got learned some time ago, right? You had learned it and then you can use it. So, but the combination of these two things, an experience and knowledge, gives you the wisdom. So, people say when you're getting old, you're getting wise, right? So when the person getting wise, it means the person getting more smart. He understands more. He has more experience and knowledge simultaneously, all together, right? So knowing yourself, the Aristotle saying, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. What a great quote, isn't it? So when you think about this, do we know ourselves? I think we know a little, right? But we not really truly know ourselves, because we have a lot of pragmatism, or we do have a lot of manipulation had been used on our mentality or on our mind. And that is very dangerous and scary. But in the reason of that, we really have no idea what is us, who are we? So that's the big question of all time. So knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. When you first time taste your own body, your own knowledge, your own understanding, your awareness, right? You become aware about your life. That is the moment when you are becoming wise. That's what the Aristotle says here. So when you have the first moment of awareness, first moment of understanding who you are, this very moment, that's the beginning of all wisdom. So you're becoming wise this very moment, because it's not only theoretical knowledge, it's not only the experience, practical knowledge, it's the combination of theory plus practicality, or just, your practice, right? Here you go. That's the first quote. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Beautifully said. Thank you so much, Mr. Aristotle. So the next quote from Aristotle is great as well. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no educational at all, or is no education at all, right? That's the full meaning of this. Okay, I will explain meaning a little bit deeper here. Educating the mind, it means educating your brain, your consciousness, without educating the heart. It's another part, it's another organ inside of our body, right? Heart. So if you don't educate your heart as well as your mind, it's not an education. So, for example, many people teach you, like, that's who I am. I hate math, and I hate different types of logical thinking, logical models and everything. I hate this because sometimes these models are heartless, without heart, right? You don't feel the kindness. You don't feel the positive emotions out of this logical thinking, or different logical schemes or methods, right? You don't feel the real, true life inside. And heart is something which explains you that it is real, it is material, it is a living being, or it's a livable thing. And without educating your heart as well as your mind, as your brain, it's not an education. We should to collaborate. We should improve our education system and teach ourselves with logic and with feelings, right? The heart represents the feelings. We should understand information, let's say English, not only with, okay, what is consciousness? It's just the moment here and now. Your brain is very conscious when you understand the moment here and now. Do you understand? No, it's not only this, right? You should feel the word consciousness. Imagine the monk. He's sitting very far away somewhere on the top of the mountain peak, right? And he's sitting down and breathing in, breathing out. And he's practicing, he's meditating. And that is the consciousness. That is the moment. That is the concentration here and now, right? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? So that's the heart approach, right? When you're not just learning the language with words, you're learning the language with emotions, with pictures, with something deeper, something which touches you the most, which touch you. That's very important. So educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Thank you, Mr. Aristotle. I would say many thanks to Aristotle this episode, guys. So just be ready for that. The next quote is a bigger one, so just be ready. This one is kind of hard, and we need some time to understand it deeply. And there are many sentences here, so we will go step by step, sentence by sentence to explain the meaning, because every sentence in English connected logically with the next one. So just feel the vibe with me, okay? First of all, I will read the whole thing, and then I'll go and I'll concentrate on each sentence. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. I love it so much. I will read again for you guys. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. So that's the quote. Now let's go step by step, gradually. We'll go from the first sentence until the next. All right, until the last. Excellence is never an accident. What does it mean, excellence? You know the word excellent, right? Excellent job, right? It's just the same as good. So excellence, it's like a perfection. You know what is perfect, right? So perfection, it's a noun. Excellent, it's a noun as well. So excellence is like the statement, I would say, right? It's a statement, it's a state of excellence. And the excellent, perfectionism, is never an accident. So if you're a perfect person, it's not an accident. It's not happened automatically, right? It happened with a reason, with a full experience, which is inside of your excellence. Excellence, it's this wise state, but this wise state has a big, big, long history. The history back, right? So, and to achieve excellence with English, you should learn for many, many days, for many, many years, right? Until you achieved your excellence, right? So excellence is never an accident. It's never a random thing. It's achievable, okay? It's not an accident. It's not like a car accident, an excellence. No, it is periodical, step by step move, okay? Second sentence, it is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. So we have the result of three components here. It's a result of a high intention. It means what, you can ask? Intention, It's let's imagine something wise, right? Something which makes a lot of sense, and your intention is your position, how you look in the future, right? It's your intention. Imagine the goal in the future. And if you have a high intention, you want to achieve your goal very much. Low intention, you're not moving your legs very quickly. High intention, low intention, it depends on your goal and your motivation. As more motivation you have, as more intention you got, right? So because your intention, it's your concentration on your goal and your actions, which pushes you to achieve your goal, right? So it is always the result of high intention. It's a number one component. Sincere effort. It means you should do everything from your heart, your sincere effort, your sincere push, your sincere step. Okay, your sincere effort. It's like when you push your energy into the direction of your goal. It's an effort, right? So that must be sincere. It must go from your heart. And intelligent execution. It's a very nice one. Execution, it's when you have the final, like a final result, say, like a realization, right? Or when you make it happen, right? That's an execution. But it must be not just happened, right? Accidentally. It must be intelligent execution. So it must be a smart move. Okay. So excellent is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, full concentration and big concentration on your goal. Sincere effort. It's always action with your heart, and intelligent execution. This final intelligent realization, right? It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives, right? So represents, it's like shows you the very smart, wise choice, very interesting, genius choice of many alternatives, right? And these alternatives are choices, not chances, okay? Choices, not chances, because they are determines your destiny. Okay, I think I kind of forgot to read the whole thing first, right? It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. I started about the representation, right? It represents the wise choice of many alternatives, and these alternatives, these choices, always wise choices. It's not the chances, okay? Some people, they can mess up like, oh, you know what? I can become successful or I can get the excellence by luck. No, it's not. It's not the luck. It's not the chance that you will get an excellence in English. It's always the choice. If you decide, I will become a better person, a better speaker, a better, grammar professional, right? Especially I'm not. So I am not a grammar professional. And that's your choice. You choosing this state. And your choice determines your destiny, goes to your, shows your way. Choice showing your way, not the chance. Chance, it's not karma, okay? Some people say, oh, you are speaking good because your previous reincarnation was in America. Of course, but what if I don't believe in reincarnation? So what is that? Then it's just the chance, just a randomification of things? No, it's not. It's just the reality that your choice determines your destiny. And Aristotle again and again and again saying about this, it depends on your choice, not on your luck, not on your chance. Okay, I will read the whole thing for you guys just to glue it up, to connect and to just stick with this whole together. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. I love these words. And I think we got this, right? I hope we got this all, guys, right? So again, excellence, it's something which makes a lot of sense. It's your perfection. That's an excellence. So when you talk about intention, it's like a big concentration on your goal on the process, whatever. It's your intention. It's something which pushes you further, further, and further. If you have high intention, you're more resolutive. If you have low intention, it means you're losing your concentration. Your effort, it's your push, right? As more actions you do, the more effort you show. Intelligent execution, it's the final realization, right? It's the final result of your action and must be intelligent. It mustn't be stupid, right? It mustn't be without intention. It must be with concentration, with knowledge, with everything. That's how you call it wise. Okay, let's jump to the next one, to the number 4. It's not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. And I love this statement very much because nowadays we live in a crazy world when people fight, when we are at war, and we don't understand each other because we use the language of war. We fight. I live in Russia, so we do fight with Ukraine right now. Very unlucky, and I really don't like this situation when two smart nations who had been together for so long fighting. That's a disaster. That's what I can say. I don't know who is wrong, who is right. I'm not a big political expert here, guys. But the point is, I am not following the idea that it is right to fight. And I think it's very cool to find, and it's important to organize the peace, to be a person who will offer the peace. That's what I'm stand for. I never stand for, and I never stand with an idea of war. I stand with an idea of peace, no matter where. Northeast, on the east, or close to our border. It doesn't matter. Africa, America, Cuba, it doesn't matter. The idea is it's more important to organize the peace. It's not enough to win a war. Because the winner, and I don't know, from the childhood, guys, I do feel this. I hate competition. I don't like this. Because when you compete, someone is winning and someone is losing. It's not my values. I love the idea of win-win situation. I love the idea when both nations win. And when people don't fight, they live in peace. And when people live in peace, they do win together. That's what I do believe. I don't know how. I don't know the way how we can get closer to this idea. But I do believe that Aristotle is not a weirdo, is not a lunatic. He says a very smart statement here. It's not enough to win a war. It doesn't matter who is the winner, who is the loser. It's more important to organize the peace. And maybe, I would say, maybe the peace should be created on the base of war. But that's what the history teaches us, right? So when we had a big war with Germany, right, with these Nazis, that was a very big, bloody war. Whole world was into it. And you know what? That peace was made or was based on the big war and the full destruction of Nazis, right? Okay, I don't want to be so political here and I don't want to discuss this topic deep, but that's a quote of Aristotle, the guy I respect the most. It is not enough to win a war. It's more important to organize the peace. And I want to be the person who want to organize the peace in my life, in my family, in my friendship zone, in the place where I am the part of the society. So if I'm not in the government, so I try to organize the peace in the place I live, right? If I do live in a community, so I'm trying to make this peaceful community. If I do teach different lessons to my students, so I do want to create very friendly and peaceful environment for my students. That's how I create the situation with win-win statement, right? And that's what I wanted to say. And let's check one more one. I guess one more story, one more quote, and we'll stop for today. It will be over for today. I do have more quotes, but the time is not a rubber, So we should use it smartly, wisely. So one more statement, guys. I like this one, and it's a longer one. That's why that's going to be the last one. One swallow does not make a summer. Neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. That's a statement. I will read again. One swallow does not make a summer. Neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. Now let's start to discuss it step by step. One swallow, it's the moment swallowing. It's just the natural process when you drink water or eat food. You swallow. You do like this. I hope it's hearable. When you swallow, you drink something, right? Let me sip. See, so I swallowed my sip of chicory, right? I'm drinking chicory right now, and I'm swallowing it. This process is called swallow, right? So one swallow does not make a summer. So of course, it's just idiomatic phrase. So if you swallow one time, it doesn't mean you're happy. It doesn't mean a summer, okay? Neither, it means the same thing happens when you swallow and you're just feeling good for whole day, for one fine day. Neither does one fine day. If you experience fine day for whole day, right? You enjoying your first or whatever last day of the week, it's not make your life happy, right? One swallow, it means one little moment, does not make a summer, does not make your life happy. Neither does one fine day, full day, 24/7, right? Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy, right? This is what I just explained. So, idiomatically speaking, one swallow of a delicious drink or, this experience during the whole day will not make you happy, because you feel happy when you feel joy, right? You feel happy when you experience something you like. People call it happiness. And only little babies call it happy penis. Just kidding. Sorry, guys. We do say that one swallow does not make a summer because it's just after one swallow, you want to have another one and another one. You want to swallow again and again and again. You want to experience your happy moment again and again and again. And that's why people think that if you feel bad, it means that you are not happy. But to be honest, life in general is happiness itself. The moment, the chance to live with this body, which you got, is a unique opportunity, which we've got. One swallow does not make a summer. It does not make us happy. Neither does one day, one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy, because always there is something which destroying us. There is something which makes us unhappy, something annoying, like a mosquito or like sunburn or disgusting coffee somebody made for you. So that's all is not just happiness. The life is the combination of things. It's the big collaboration of emotions, right? That's what the life is. And that's what the lesson looked like for today, guys. Thank you all for being with us here. I hug you all, and I really want you to learn English daily, day by day. Try to repeat more and more episodes. If you don't understand episode completely, just listen it again. Try to go deeper. Try to ask questions or Google some things. Watch more information in English videos, YouTube, podcast, and whatever you can find. Just do things in English and you will become perfect. Excellent. So excellent job for today, guys. And I'll see you very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, I do forget one thing. If you are interested to meet me in person, to meet me in real life, so I do have an upcoming event very soon. So I do have an event coming in Moscow. And let me see. Just go to emotionalenglish.ru, go to the section of events, and you will find that we do have an Emotional English Conversation Club, 28th of September, 2024. As for now, I'm planning it from 12 until 2:30 p.m. So I want to do it outside, open air. So Yekaterinsky Park, it's Bolshaya Yekaterinsky Street 27. So it's a Dostoevsky subway station. If you do love English, if you want to speak English and have fun, so just come up and just let's talk English all together in Yekaterinsky Park. So that's all for today. I hope you guys had fun. And I just recommend you to read more books, read some great storylines and interesting philosophers. Just read someone you like in English. Let's stay in touch and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.